Hello, you just picked up Rebound by Kwame Alexander. Let's get into it. Black hole. My dad was a star in our neighborhood. Everybody knew him. He taught adults how to read in the mornings and taught night school to kids with problems who got kicked out of regular school. Each summer, just me and him would pack up his pickup truck and road trip to as many state capitals as we could in the 2 weeks we had for vacation. My least favorite was Dover, Delaware, because the major tourist attraction was a mortuary that processed the remains of over 50,000 soldiers. This year, I turned 12, and he promised to take me to the Appalachians, Charleston, Knoxville, Louisville, to hike, and he promised to get me some fresh sneakers and let me taste beer. As long as you don't tell your mother, Charlie. But none of that ever happened, because at 9:01 p.m. on the 9th of March, my star exploded and everything froze. So this book is a sequel. It's the sequel to Crossover, which is also about basketball. And in this book, it follows the father of the main character in Crossover. His name is Charlie Bell. In Crossover, he's known as Chuck Bell, but this is his kid self, so he's known as Charlie Bell in this book. The book basically takes place, as I read, after Charlie's dad dies. Unfortunately, I believe it's a heart attack. His dad dies, and Charlie is just heartbroken because his dad is his favorite person, and he's the person he's most connected to. And so he's left with just his mother, and she's dealing with grief, he's dealing with grief, and it follows them as they try to pick up the pieces of their life. During that process, Charlie gets into a little bit of trouble around town, and his mom ships him off for the summer out to Washington, D.C. to be with his grandparents. There, he learns how to pick his life back up, to rebound, and he learns how to actually play basketball, so there's the pun in that. I would highly recommend this book. It is fantastic. Kwame Alexander is one of my favorite authors, and I was a little skeptic coming into this book because, I don't know, sometimes sequels don't work for me, and I was worried that this wouldn't live up to the hype of Crossover. I think it is as good, if not better, than the first one. I loved every minute of it. And it's really easy read. It's in verse, as all Kwame Alexander's books are. It's a really powerful read. Obviously, you're dealing with familial issues that are really we can really relate to. It also deals with basketball. It also deals with a lot of humor and a lot of cutting up, a lot of jokes. It's a fantastic read. I don't know how he does it. I would recommend it to absolutely everyone. Zero eyebrows raised in this book. Very much for every reader. Anybody that likes basketball, anybody that likes just a good story should pick this up. I would give it 10 out of 10. So if you're into any of that, go ahead and grab hold.